Hey everyone, it's MacLord and I have Mako with me right now. Okay, I'll try to show him. There we go. That's Mako. I was just sitting on my lap, resting. And now you get to... Why don't you want to rest? Rest, my dude. It's fine, I'm just gonna record the video with you on my lap. Anyway, this format is bad. This current Duel Links format is possibly one of the worst we've ever had, thanks in no small part to Tachyon 0. You know, the clear best deck, which you can play pure. You can play with Power Shaft, so you can have 2 Omni Negates. You can play the FTK version, so you win all the time going first. And you can also play Shiranui if you want to compete. And that's pretty much it, isn't it? I say that, but I've been having a lot of fun playing Zombie Hero since the last time that I showcased it on stream. I think it was on Tuesday? I'm not sure. Anyway. The one change that I brought to the deck after watching the Playmaker video that convinced me was adding Super Polymerization to the deck. So what does Super Polymerization do? It removes 2 monsters on your opponent's field and they can't do anything about it, pretty much. So what are our Super Poly targets in the deck? Well, turns out that Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon and Paladin of Felgrand, or whatever it's called, are 2 monsters with the same attributes but different types, which means that they're perfect material for Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Not the greatest, not the most powerful card out there, but it's not that bad, you know. It can change its attributes to become dark, and then protect all of your dark monsters from targeting and destruction. And Mako is just leaving my lap now. There he goes. It doesn't protect from a destruction, just targeting, my bad. With Zombie World up, turning every monster on the field and graveyard into zombie types, you can also go into Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon, which, it's a dragon, but it uses zombie monsters as fusion material, and then it has an effect that is kind of funny. Basically, it doesn't destroy monsters, but it deals damage normally, and then you get to create a token for free, which is a mandatory effect. I don't know why they made cards like this, but this one's kind of funny. If you are uninitiated with the deck, you might be asking, how are we getting to Zombie World without drawing it? Well, we can send Necrowolf Banshee to our graveyard and then banish it in order to activate Zombie World. But then, how are we sending Necrowolf Banshee? Thanks to this amazing card, Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, which you can make in a very simple summon by using a Malicious and a Destiny Hero Dangerous as material. You get to Dangerous thanks to the Scale Searching Poly for free. Any one Destiny Hero is basically Beatrice, right? You normal summon, say, Drill Dark, you activate the Scale, you get Malicious, you poly into Dangerous, and then you activate the Scale again to get the second Malicious, and then Beatrice. If you open Malicious, it's fine, you know? Chances are, if you have Drill Dark, you can just summon it. If you open another hero of Drill Dark, maybe you can even extend further. If you open Fusion Recovery, you can go Beatrice and Dystopia, which is pretty based. And then Beatrice will be able to send Necrowolf Banshee and Doom King Balladrock, which also a pretty insane card, all things considered. That's, yeah. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you also get to send Message for the Gnomes because this is a bad format. And a card this bad has to be played in order for, like, the Tachyon matchup to not be an instant loss. So this is the game that we're playing. But I do have some pretty funny replays that I wanted to showcase and share with you. So strap in is the thing I'd never say, but let's just go. So first up, a replay from stage 1 of this KC Cup, featuring me on a win streak with this deck against Altergeist. So, I mean, you don't know it's Altergeist yet, but come on, it has to be Altergeist. Not the greatest hand. You know, we open Zombie World, which is fine. We open Necrowolf Banshee. Not that great. We can special it with Drill Dark, but we can use it as fusion material for Dangerous, which, not that bad, you know. Anyway, then I got a normal summon Melusik, immediately link it away in order to special a Linkuribo. Melusik is going to be able to search the Multi-Faker, and then, in classic Altergeist fashion, they're going to set 1, they're going to set 2, they're going to set 3! The last card in hand is, of course, the Multi-Faker they searched earlier, and these are, like, basically any amounts of trap that they're going to use. Anyway, draw Super Poly, which is really cool, get to activate Zombie World immediately, Duel Dark, normal summon, no response, and then a Malicious Engrave, thanks to the skill, is going to summon another Malicious from deck. At this stage, I'm going to Polymerization, using my two things into Dystopia. The reason why I go into Dystopia here instead of, say, Dangerous for Beatrice is because I want to apply some pressure on my opponent. I want to basically get rid of some of these back row, you know. I think they're going to be a little bit problematic otherwise. Dystopia is going to try and buy my opponent. My opponent has a response. It is going to be the compulsory escape device. They're still going to take 800. And compulsory escape devices like compulse, but non-targeting and for both players. That's a really fun trap. I think it's star play, and I forgot what the deck was called, like Evil Swarm, Thunderbird, and Wind Up Rabbit, but anti-beat or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is going to trigger the Multifaker in hand. Multifaker is then going to special summon in Silquidius from deck. I'm just going to super poly that away, pitching the Necro Banshee that doesn't really serve any use to me in order to special summon Dragon Nether Soul Necro Dragon Soul guy. And then the third Malicious Engrave is going to special summon the third Malicious, which is the second Malicious Engrave that summoned the third. Anyway, they're going to Canadian down my Dead Dragon, and then they're going to deal 800 direct damage to them. They're going to set one and pass. At this stage, I'm just going to summon Dragon Necro once again. They have Altergeist Manifestation, but they make the grave mistake of chaining Canadian, and they should not have done that, because Altergeist Multifaker says, if it is special summoned, not just by its effect, by any kind of special summon, such as, you know, Manifestation, you get to special summon one Altergeist monster from your deck in defense position. But you can't activate this effect if you special summon a non-Altergeist monster this turn, and it turns out that Peleos and Canadia, not an Altergeist. So they're just gonna summon Canadia. I'm just gonna get to ram into the Multifaker. I'm gonna get to make a little cute Dark Soul token. What does it look like that? Why does it look like that? Anyway, the Dark Soul token is going to kill the Multifaker, dealing 3000 total damage. And then the Malicious is just going to be able to clear the Canadia. They're going to set a card for some reason. And then, you know what, Destiny Draw, pitching the Plasma, and then just link these two away into Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix is going to pitch the Celestial, but it's going to be met with a warning point. A warning point that should have been used anytime before all of this happened. Like, remember when they used compulsory escape device? Why didn't they just warning point then? You know? Like, it's like they were sitting on this warning point and waiting until the worst possible time to activate it. Anyway, that basically trades like evenly, and then I just get to normal Decider, and then battle phase, kill the Silquidius that was set. Silquidius is gonna get back Manifestation, not that it matters, because Big Dragon Zombie is going to attack directly for 3000, winning me the game. That was a weird game. Altergeist opponent definitely misplayed, but Super Poly, one of the cards of all time. The second replay is a mirror match. Can you believe it? Still in stage 1 of the KC Cup. Still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. I'm going second again, and I'm currently doing over 8, which was, you know, I'm really good with this deck. I've started to become good with this deck. Open Super Poly again. Isn't that neat? Anyway, my opponent is going to normal summon Duel Dark. Duel Dark effect is going to special summon a Decider. That's not even prismatic. Look at this guy. Mine is prismatic, there isn't. Anyway, they're going to activate the skill. Malicious Engrave for the second Malicious, just in case I had a Dealer, you know. And then they're going to Abyss Dweller immediately. An Abyss Dweller reading under this matchup, I think. Anyway, they still have material in hand in order to go for Polymerization into Dystopia using the Mali on field and the Celestial in hand. Dystopia, it's fine, I guess. They're gonna deal 800 to me, then they're gonna activate the skill in order to make their Dystopia live. They're gonna activate Dweller here. I don't get that. Why did they activate Dweller? Like, what does it change for them to activate Dweller? I don't know. Anyway, they're gonna banish Mali in order to special Mali, set one pass, and again, Decider is gonna add back the Duel Dark to their hand. I hope you notice something very important here. I'm gonna activate Duel and drop it, but we don't care. Well, we do care about that, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. There are 2 Destiny Hero monsters on its field. And the fusion requirements for Destiny Hero Dystopia are 2 Destiny Hero monsters. Anyway, in response to the duel activation, I'm going to activate Super Poly, pitching a Decider in order to fuse them away into Dystopia. Dystopia, one of the greatest cards of all time. Absolutely, I actually really like this guy. Anyway, I'm going to try to burn with the Dystopia. The Decider is going to cancel the burn, and then I'm going to Book of Moon, flipping down my Dystopia out there. But they have no more disruption, and I still have a Drill Dark that can special summon a Malicious. It's not gonna do much, this Malicious, but I'm glad that I drew it in this exact scenario, because I can still use Poly to make Dangerous, and I still have 2 6s on my board that I can use to make Beatrice. You know what? Fusion Recovery is gonna get me a Drill Dark and a Poly. Poly doesn't really do anything anymore there. You know, it's not really good. I'm gonna pitch the Drill Dark in order to send Celestial to my grave, and then I'm gonna make Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, which is gonna send the Mali in order to send the Doom King Baladra and just kill it. You know, I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, Beatrice is gonna detach in order to send Necro Banshee and draw, which I'm immediately going to activate to send a Zombie World to my field, and then revive Doom King Baladra. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, they're gonna summon the Drill Dark. I know the last card in hand is Decider, so I decide, you know what? I don't want to give them an easy way to make Evil Storm Exciton Knight, which they might be able to go into. They'd be able to clear my field. So I'm just gonna Doom King Baladra now. I'm just gonna Doom King this. You know, maybe that was a bit premature, but I don't wanna take any chances. They're gonna activate the Scale, return a Mali to their deck, which they are going to activate in grave in order to special it, and then I'm like, you know what? If they do that, they're going to Nightmare Phoenix, pop my Zombie World, and then, you know, I can't let that happen. You know, that I don't know what this back row is, could be good against me. Anyway, I'm just gonna Doom Kick Baladrock, banishing the Drill Dark on field so that they don't have 2 materials in order to go into the Nightmare Phoenix. Anyway, switch Baladrock to attack, special Malicious, and then, you know, I just win the game. So they are right to concede. What a cool game. On to Stage 2 replays. This one is going to be against Photon Galaxy, which is a deck many people have told me is actually really good and very competent and stuff. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Open Super Poly again, by the way. I'm just cracked. I'm just that good. That's not the greatest to open Mali, Celestial. Might have too many monsters, a lot of back row. It's cool. You know what? It's cool. Because they're playing a super aggressive combo-oriented deck. That's, mostly doesn't care about Super Poly. I think Starliege and the rest of the Galaxy thingies are not the same type of attributes, so you can go into Mud-Dragon or something from them. So how am I going to get out of this pesky situation? You'll just have to watch and find out. They're just doing the Galaxy combo. You know what? V-Mana and, what's it called? Galaxy Soul Flare? That would make good Super Poly material. And also Super Poly, you can still make Mud-Dragon or something. Anyway, they're gonna make Galaxy Soul Flare, by the way. That's the card I decided to make. What they do with this? I don't think I'm doing anything with it, right? They're gonna normal summon Galaxy Knight, revive Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. Oh no, actually I do remember what they do, because they have 3/8. They're gonna go into Giant Coach McGurk, which one of the cards that should be limited 1, in my opinion. You know, it's just insane that there's a card that says draw 3 that several decks get to make, that has made DDD a meta threat in the past and that we still haven't taken care of. Because it used to be Selection Box exclusive, you know, but it definitely should not exist. Anyway, they drew a Galaxy Brave that they already use and a Photon Vanisher that's going to get them a Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, and then they get to set 2 cards. So, again, let's play a quick little game. I don't know if you've noticed, but Galaxy Ice Soul Flare Dragon and Photon Vanisher have the same attribute but different types. One of them is a warrior, the other the dragon. Why am I saying this? Because Super Poly just removes 1 point of interaction that this deck has against me. And I'm just going to make my Dragon of the Sun can't be targeted. And if you want, I'm just going to say it's a Dark. I'm just going to say it's a Dark for the rest of the turn. So Drill Dark is going to summon a Malicious, and then Destiny Effect is going to thing. I don't know if I played this one correctly. I decided, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to go into Dangerous. I'm just going to make the Dystopia here because I can. And they're just going to concede. So, I mean, I had Lethal on board, and they didn't seem to have any non-targeting forms of disruption. Ah, what a cool game. Of course, this would not get to be the KC Cup of February 2024 if there were no Tachyons. I'm playing against Tachyon. Yep, I'm going first though, which is really what you want to do. If you end up going second, against this deck playing Tachyon, just concede. You are playing a combo strategy with like so many points of disruption that it's basically not worth playing against Omni plus 2 back row. You know, it's at some point you just gotta say stop. You just can't. Anyway, drew the Plasma, didn't draw Super Poly, it's fine. I'm just gonna get to fucking Drill Dark into the Cider, the Destiny effects, Mali, and then Poly getting rid of the fucking Plasma in my hand for Dangerous. Dangerous, he's here, I summon a monster, that's what he says, because when this card was added to the game originally, I don't know if you knew that, but Asta was saying, I summon a monster, Destiny Hero Danger Guy, which is this card's like Japanese name, and I think it's like the only Destiny Hero, that's not true, Domination exists, the only Destiny Hero before Domination and Destroy Phoenix Enforcer that like was never shown in any Yu-Gi-Oh anime, so that's like one of 3 Destiny heroes that were never shown in any Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I'm not sure if that's true anymore. Anyway, Mali is gonna summon Mali. Danger is gonna pitch a Celestial for another Celestial because I realized I wanted Celestials live. Anyway, I'm gonna go into Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, right here and there. We're gonna send Malicious and the Mischief of the Gnomes. Special the Malicious in attack position because I'm feeling spicy, and Mischief of the Gnomes really, really important card in this matchup. And face, you know what? The Siders are gonna get me a Drill Dark, because why not? I really like Drill Dark, really cool looking guy. Anyway, Mischief of the Gnomes in draw phase immediately. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, also sending Necrol Banshee, which is going to get banished immediately in order to get the Zombie World. So they're gonna get summon Short-Little Mermaid Dragon, and then immediately get to bounce it back. Also, why? This thing is not 1%. This thing is not 1%. You can just do this for free. There's basically no cost on this scale, pretty much. Anyway, they're gonna add the Omni Negate, they're gonna summon it, still level 7. They're gonna summon this, that's level 3. Stylish Cypher is going to be able to get the Galactic Spiral Dragon, and then I'm like, ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Galactic Spiral Dragon can make everything an 8. I still lose this game. But wait. The summoning condition of Galactic Spiral Dragon is for you to control 2 or more light and or dark dragon-type monsters. And everything is a zombie. So, what can they do? They can only set 2, attack over my attack position, Malicious, then clear my board, but it's fucking fine. I still have a Beatrice that has no material and doesn't do anything. Anyway, Drill Dark is going to special the Drill Dark, thus emptying my hand for Celestial to draw me 2 cards, one of which is a Fusion Recovery that gets me back Polymerization and Plasma. Plasma that is immediately, wait, why are they doing this? Oh yeah, I forgot they did this. They just decided to econ take my Beatrice for some reason. I guess they acknowledged that like Nightmare Phoenix needs 2 monsters with different names, and they wanted to protect their other back row, so they just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna take this so they can go into Phoenix. Which, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna Destiny drop pitching the Plasma Destiny effect, returning Mali to my deck, Plasma also to my deck, special, another Malicious. And then they're gonna crack down the Malicious, and it's like, okay, that was fruitful. Anyway, I still have 2 monsters in my hand to use as fusion material for Dystopia, the greatest Destiny hero of all time, not named Dogma. Anyway, Dystopia is gonna burn for 800. Then I'm gonna boost it with the scale to 3000, and then go to battle. That's 3000 to their face. That's 800 because Drill Dark deals piercing damage, and then I can just Dystopia, pop the Beatrice, and attack with the second Drill Dark for lethal damage against Tachyon. And all is right with the world. And another game against Tachyon later, in which I went first. I went second, they went first, and I lost. But this one went well. And last but not least, Speedroid. Because I hate this deck. I hated it when this was the best deck in the game I was trying to cog with Farm Dragons. I hated that. Anyway, I get to go first, so I just get to pretty much bully them. That's a pretty good hand. We drew the Fusion Recovery, which means we get to make Beatrice plus Dystopia. I'm just gonna show you how. You know, Drill Dark, and Visual Threshold, and Skill, and Malicious Engraved, Polymerization on the field. They don't have DD Crow, but You know, just in case you always want to activate the malicious effect engrave first. Dangerous! Wow, dangerous hits the field! Anyway, fusion recovery for Poly Drill Dock, which is then going to make a... why did I do that? Oh yeah, I wanted to get rid of the plasma in my deck because I hate drawing into plasma. That's like the worst thing, so this is just a way to thin my deck, which is pretty good. Anyway, Beatrice! Beatrice detach malicious in order to send Necrol Banshee malicious, going to special summon itself, and then Necrol Banshee banish just to get zombie roll, and then polymerization for zombie dragon necrothal. Not just kidding, it's obviously Dystopia hitting the field here, getting boosted by the skill. I've been speaking a little bit too fast. A lot of talking today. Burning for 800, then boosted with the skill. And then that's the end of my turn. During their draw phase, immediately activate Beatrice in there to send a Doom King Balladrock, which is going to come to the field in defense position. So that's like several points of interaction. You know, that's like a pop, a negate, and a banish from field or grave that doesn't target. It turns out to be pretty good against the Speedroid, if you catch my drift. Also, Zombie World turns everything to zombie types, which is relevant. Anyway. They're gonna normal summon, double yo-yo, and then immediately concede. Well, not immediately, it took him like 5 seconds, you know, but like, wait. Because they did not activate the double yo-yo. Why? It's because of their skill. Clearing acceleration that says you cannot normal or special any monsters except synchro monsters or wind, dragon / machine type monsters. But wait! Because of Zombie World, all their monsters in grave, including the red-eyed dice, yes, that's what it's called, that they sent with the skill, are zombie types, so you can special it. That was pretty funny. I just wanted to showcase this funny interaction because I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, that was the deck. I don't plan on playing in Stage 2 of this KC Cup, other than for dailies, because I'm really not interested in facing Tachyon over and over and over and over again and betting on the coin flip to know whether I win or lose this. I don't think it's very like skill intensive to like hope to go first so you can send Mischief of the Gnomes and Zombie World and win the game instantly this way. So I'm not interested in this kind of format. I'm just waiting for Tachyon to get nerfed. This is a really cool deck though. I've really enjoyed like the direction that this version of Destiny Hero's taken with like focusing on Beatrice and stuff that she enables. Obviously Beatrice can send Farfa and she can send Tackle Crusader, but these cards, you know, that kind of breaks. They don't really do anything else except for, you know, being sent off of Dangerous if you decide to sit on Dangerous. But Beatrice can also send stuff like Collider Check, which retrieves a polymerization, so you can have Beatrice plus Dystopia as your end board. Beatrice can also send Mischief of the Gnomes, obviously, which is the only reason to be playing this deck at the moment. Not the only reason, still a pretty cool deck, but like the main reason to be playing this deck. She can sell some of the Shadows that have graveyard effect. I think a Dragon pops a back row, and I think Beast draws you a card. I'm pretty sure there's one that like destroys a monster. I'm not sure which it is anymore though. Yeah, now there's definitely a very interesting ceiling with this deck very specifically. I think the Zombie World version is my personal favorite. I don't know if it's better than the non-Zombie World version, because this one is way more susceptible to DD Crow getting rid of Balladrock. But also Zombie World is like a card that I feel like people keep underestimating, considering that it's a proto-floodgate that can't stop, as showcased in the Speedroid game and in the Tachyon game as well. Can't stop like some decks and strategies out there, so I really like it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and notifications on or whatever. Let me know what you thought of this deck. I think it's absolutely based. I love Destiny Hero. I love Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal Destiny. This deck is so cool, I'm going to keep playing it. In the meantime, I hope to have fun in another game than duelings, because right now this format's bad. But I hope you have a really good rest of the day, and I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.